really that was a big thing. And things started to line up more after that mindset shift. Maybe the desperation in the voice, because I knew there were the payments, just left, just freer in that whole process to just say how it is. And, people can sense desperation, right? So if you really show up like you don't have a care in the world, people resonate with that. And so then, I was blessed to meet a business partner now, Matt Bombich. Want to shout him out.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and y'all know what I'm going to say. I'm super excited to be here today. I have another fantastic guest who's going to walk us through exactly what he's doing. Now, listen, when this guy starts talking, ladies, he's married, he's taken, so don't let the accent, listen, he's here to talk real estate, he's here to talk business. Listen, he almost got me with the accent, you know what I'm saying? But this guy, this guy, he knows what he's doing. He's a part of a great team, a great system around him that powers him forward. He knows what he wants, goes after what he wants, and gets what he wants. And so I'm really excited to introduce you guys to Mr. Adam Bevan. Mr. Adam, how you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having me. That made me laugh. Yeah. Like holding up the ring, just like.
Well, I feel like you put a little extra on it, man. It seems like you just put a little extra on the accent. No, I'm just messing, man. No, man, I'm excited to have you. And listen, I really don't even want to waste any time. I want to dive in, man. And so take us into your world. I want you to tell us what your main focus is these days. If you want to give us a little origin story of how you got to where you are, we love origin stories. And if you want to tell people what markets you're operating in, we would love to hear that as well. But Mr. Adam, sir, you got the floor, man.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. So, came over from London 7 years ago and started out in Boston. I've been running an educational business for the last 15 years, teaching kind of high school prep for SATs, that kind of stuff. Moved over to Chicago. One of my best friends at the time actually could hook me up with Bulls tickets as well, which was pretty cool for a while. I wish it had been in the Jordan era, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Austin in 2020, kind of during the pandemic. Just felt like a bit of a change of pace. Chicago winters are pretty brutal, and started flipping houses. I flipped some houses back in London with my dad. Always loved real estate. But then I started to get a bit more seriously into it and met my wife, got married, 2 beautiful kids. We're talking about the future, like what the future wants to look like for us, both in W-2s. I run my business, but it felt like a W-2, I'm a strict boss on myself. And so I got speaking with her about everything. And we came across this RJ Bates guy, Titanium University. And we said that looks like something we'd be interested in. We love real estate.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
We love sales. We both have sales backgrounds. So we took the leap of faith. We went in, paid for the premium membership and all that stuff. And then we quickly learned that our heart was more on the disposition side rather than the acquisition side. So pretty quickly, we created what's called a disposition house. So the Dispo house nationwide at this point. And pretty much it's all through Titanium. We have about 100 people that bring us regularly properties that they've acquired in wholesale. And then we're the joint venture partner. We're the ones that JV and we get it dispoed to the end buyers. So been doing it just over a year, would not look back. And it's been life-changing. Honestly, it's been life-changing.
Man, I love it. I love you talk to your wife. I love you brought out the two kids. I did not know about the two beautiful kids. So that's great, man. And so you talk to your wife, y'all put strategies in place. I'm sure Titanium helped with that, but there has to be some personal strategies that you had to put in place as well. And so I would love to pick your brain, man. Tell us about some of your business strategies, some of your personal strategies that kind of keep that machine running smoothly, that keeps you passionate and kind of keep your eye on the prize. You know what I mean?
100%, man. So I live my life by a few different things. One of the ones that you're pertaining to there is really what I call the 3 C's. So the first thing for me, I've got a big cross on my
Let's go.
chest.
Let's go.
Jesus Christ,
Let's
my
go.
Lord and Savior.
Yes, sir.
So I often try and think, is this meant to be, is this something that's actually serving the kingdom? As I said to you already, am I conveying love and excellence in what I'm doing? And so that's the first thing. So I wake up every morning and the way I center myself first is prayer. To be honest with you, it's even prayer, just like, thank you that I even have breath this morning.
Gratitude,
Let me do something good. Having that mindset of gratitude that today is a new day, that there's opportunity and abundance is a huge thing. And then the next thing is consistency. So the first C is Christ, and that's the number one. Then it's consistency. So for me, consistency looks like, having a very similar, routine or subroutine. So it's not that every day looks the same. It's that every week or every month overall has a pattern and looks the same. There's these rhythms, cadences, right? So I set my day up the same pretty much every day. And then what I actually am trying to achieve every day is a little bit different. So for me, basic stuff starts with a big cold glass of water in the morning with a bit of creatine. I'm 37 now, so I'm getting my supplements in and stuff. And that really starts to help my brain firing off. I'm British, as you obviously. I'm not onto tea though. I don't like tea. I'm a coffee guy. I have my big tumbler of coffee. And then normally a lot has come through from the evening. A lot of buyers have wanted information. So I'm going through, what they need. And then we have a 9 a.m. meeting, meet with the team, debrief the objectives for the day, make sure everyone's on the same page, right? And yeah, then it's the CRM as well. Just the way that we have that all lined up, I can go granular on that to help people if that is useful. But in a nutshell, we have the whiteboards, which has all the deals. Normally there's like 50 to 100 on there. So it's just making sure everything is situated. That's a huge thing. Yeah. So I mean, that's really the core of the strategy is the grateful mindset, the consistency, and expectations as well. Like what do I need today to look like? And I always have, I'll show you this. I always have a crazy piece of paper.
Yeah.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah.
I have it so I can, very quickly download the things that need to be downloaded and keep track of, hundreds and hundreds of executive level kind of decisions that I have to be making in all different areas.
Yeah.
So that's always by my side as well.
I love it, man. I want to make sure I heard it right. So I heard Christ, consistency, and was the last C CRM or did I miss it? What was the last
CRM.
CRM? There you go, Christ, consistency, and CRM. I love it, man. I love it, man. No, thank you for sharing. I think all of us have to have business strategies and personal strategies, right? Like I
Yes.
love how you talked about the brain firing. We're only as good as our mindset, right? And so I always love to ask people about strategies, business and personal strategy. So thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. And so, you're a man, you went from W-2, you got, owning your own business. I love to take the journey sometimes to success, right? We show people the success, but sometimes we gotta let them peek behind the scenes to see how we got to where we are. And so I don't know, are there stories that you have that you had some adversity, right? Are there times when things got real? Maybe when things went sideways, you had to pivot fast. If you have a story like that, I would love to share that for our listeners who are on various parts of their journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No. So I think it's very important to understand that someone who appears successful has taken a long it's very rarely is it overnight success, right? There's all this hardship and barriers. I love golf. I'm forgetting the name of the golfer right now, but there was this golfer that hit like a hole in one, and this guy in the crowd was like, "Oh, you got so lucky." And then he went and turned to the guy and he said, it's funny, the more I played golf, the luckier I became, right? So it's this idea of, the more that you show up, the more that you actually are trying to hone your craft, the better it is. So for my own adversity, speaking into that for a second, I'll be real with you. There was a point early within this where I had conversations with my wife of what bankruptcy might look like, you know, off the back of some failed fix and flips. I'm in Austin, the Austin market, super rough, right? There was this amazing bubble and then the bubble burst. And so, big debts, big debts, kind of getting to the point of like, I don't even know how I'm going to make the money to just pay the interest on the debt, let alone the whole debt, right? So something that really helped me out was that idea of love and excellence and my faith. So, I got to the point where I was like, it's okay. If I lose the house, if I lose the car, if I lose everything, as long as I've got my wife and my kids and my relationship with God, it's going to be okay. I could be living in a tent and, in a field somewhere. And as long as I've got the things that really matter, then it's going to be okay. And in that release, and again, it's a mindset thing, in that mindset of like, instead of having that tight fist of like trying to grasp onto everything, just
Mm,
opening my hand up to kind of receive.
hmm
Yeah. That was a big thing for me. And just that submission, I guess you could say, of like, I don't know what this is going to look like, but I know I'm going to be brave. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to do the best I can, and I'm not going to grab on. I'm going to let go and just kind of see. And really, that was a big thing. And things started to line up more after that mindset shift.
Yeah.
Maybe the desperation in the voice, because I knew there were the payments, just left,
Mm,
just freer in that whole
mm,
process to just say how it is.
yeah.
And, people can sense desperation, right? So if you really show up like you don't have a care in the world, people resonate with that.
Yeah.
And so then,
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
you know, I was blessed to meet a business partner now, Matt Bombich. Want to shout him out. So I already had my beautiful wife and the kids and everything. And then Matt is like our business, just, we were meant to be in business with this guy. And then the only other thing that I'd say in terms of the adversity portion, because it was really scary at one point, like genuinely been like, I might have my kids in a shelter, or like I don't know, might have to go back to London and like go live with my parents. We don't have any family here, you know. I don't know what that looks like. But the other big thing was in letting go of the tight fist and opening my hand was also about letting go of trying to control everything all the time, right? Trying to make it all about if you know, I have to control every single part of my business, letting go and allowing, you know, partnerships to form with other people and giving them, you know, the tools and then letting them grow has been massive as well. So now here we are, we've got a team of 9 now, starting from just me and my wife, now a team of 9. We have full-time employees, part-time employees, of course. We have partnerships now, and we got hundreds and hundreds of properties that are sent to us every single week to assess.
Yeah. Man, thank you so much. Thank you for the gift of your vulnerability, because you did not have to give us that gift, but that's such an extravagant gift that you gave. And just thank you for taking us through that journey. I'm sure that's really going to impact some people on different levels, right? On different levels. And I am so glad that you shared it. Again, I love how you talk about, man, you said so many analogies, but just the mindset, even with the open hand. You know, my mentor, you know, he told me, you know, you always want to keep your hand open, never close it, because you never know what's meant for you to keep holding, and you never know what is meant for to be taken away from you. But as long as you keep your hand, you're going to constantly receive, things going to constantly go. But you're going to constantly receive, things going to constantly go. But it's your job just to keep your hand open and just steward whatever's put into your hands. And so I love that analogy that you brought out, sir. I really do. And so let me ask you this. What's the next real goal? Like, what are you focused on solving or scaling next?
Yeah. So because we've been blessed in this position within this community to have so many people bringing us their acquisitions, right? All the properties they acquire nationwide, we're at a place where we can basically draft the best players on the field at any given time. So the big opportunity for us in the next, you know, the next year minimum, probably the next 3 years, even going beyond, is to have our own deal flow, right? So at the moment, our model is completely people acquire deals, they bring them to us, we comp and underwrite those wholesale deals, and we decide whether they're a viable thing to market. If they are, of course, we all win. But otherwise, that's it. That's it. If we have a bad week of deals coming in from JV partners, we could have a bad week. Thank God we haven't had a bad week in a long time, because we just have so many people bringing us stuff at the moment. But
Yeah.
the next wing of the business, we're going to continue to grow that main business. That's the most important thing to us. And there's something about, you know, winning together with other people, right? I love that. But it's about drafting some of the most talented people that we come across and paying for them to work more deals, basically.
Yeah.
So having our own marketing budget and making sure that is something that we also prioritize. So, and just to give you a bit of background on this, basically when someone brings us a deal, it's a 60-40 split in their favor. So we make 40% of that transaction if it gets to the closing table. For the deals that we source ourselves, we make 70%. So we make nearly double the amount on those transactions. So it just makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The maths, we're gonna start to grow that side. And that's the big focus over the next sort of year or so is more in-house deals.
Absolutely. Man, I have to ask you this because you've brought up Matt a couple times. You've talked about how community has really, helped you and you surrounded yourself with good people. And now you're even talking about growing, looking for the best of the best and bringing them on. And so that takes a sense. And you even said, before I even get to that, I don't know if you said the word autonomy. I think you may have, but like putting people around you and giving them the autonomy to be
Mm,
their best, right? To do what they do.
yep.
So it makes me think and believe that you are a person that values relationships. And so I just want to get your perspective, man, on building relationships. Like what's made the biggest difference for you with building relationships?
I think a big thing is in business, people can become so transactional, and it's just like you have relationships, but really it's just here's what I'm getting out of you and here's what you're getting out of me. And I think that a very, very important piece of the puzzle is, so from my personal life, I've been to all 7 continents. I've lived on 4 continents. I've met tens of thousands of people from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, religions, cultures, etc. The common thread, in my opinion, to humanity is people have a really good BS detector. If they feel like this guy's just talking to me to get whatever out, you know, and but the problem is you can't fake interest in someone, right? You can't just say, oh, well, I want to get to know this person, so I'm going to act like it. You can't really fake it till you make it on this. So a big part of the journey for me is the sincerity of actually, it really isn't about me. It's about my community around me. And I'm only as strong and as thriving as the people in my world. So I think that when you have conversations from that point of view of like, no, it's not just that we're business partners with Matt. It's like he's actually a part of my family. He's my brother. Like, and I'm not just saying that like people say it. I mean, like he's literally grafted into my family as a real relationship. So when he hurts, I hurt. And when he wins, I win. And so then having that love and extending that out to others as well as you grow. And so for example, Titanium University just did their first live event called Element 22. So I met hundreds of people that I've had these like online text kind of relationships with, but never met in person, right? So we went out for this big dinner, and we're sat down and we're actually talking to each other about each other's lives and what's good and what's painful. And it felt like a family reunion, right? So for me, that's the core, is like, it's not about, I want to have X amount of business relationships. I don't want to have a pine tree with no roots, so it just falls over the first hurdle. I want to have an oak tree with deep roots that are going all the way, and I get to know them. So yeah, that's my view. And I think the beautiful thing about that as well is then your day feels fun and it feels
Mm,
alive, because you're not
mm,
talking to just business person one and business person two. It's like, no, I'm talking to Jonathan right now. And
mhm.
Jonathan, he really is like a brother to me, right? Or I'm talking to, Colby or whoever, right? So that, I guess, that's what I would say, man. Community is everything when it comes down to it.
Man, I tell people all the time, people are the real currency. People are the real currency.
Yes.
Building these relationships, people are the real currency. And you just said it so eloquently, man. And so thank you, man. I'm so appreciating your perspective and just the way you see things and the way you put things. This is really, really refreshing to have you on and to see things from your perspective. Listen, man, before we get out of here, If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you, sir?
Yeah, so we have a Facebook group which is just called Bevans and Bombich. So joining that, posting, a comment on there, direct messaging on there would be great. We've got the website bevansandbombich.com. Right now, that would present as a joint venture agreement, but if you wanted to just fill out the bare minimum, just be like, "Hey, I heard the podcast. I'd just love to connect." Then I'll happily text.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no problem with that. And then yeah, Titanium University would be the number one place, and so there can be details of that put listed as well. But effectively, it's just this community that you could join, and I could help you navigate doing that if that's something you're open to.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, Adam, sir, I gotta say, man, I appreciate you so much, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your perspective. I appreciate your story. I appreciate the accent, man. Like listening to you talk is like listening to watching butter kind of get cut through with a hot knife, my man. So no, man. No, seriously, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate just your mind, brother. The way your mind works and the way you put things. And so, much success to you, man. I know you're going to continue to be successful. And just thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this has been so much fun. Thank you for having me. It's been a blast.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, y'all got the information, y'all got the nuggets, y'all got the value from Mr. Adam. Just go ahead and subscribe. That way you can continue to come back because we're going to continue to bring you just amazing people just like Mr. Adam. So, sir, I thank you again. And to everyone else, we'll see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.